I came across a video where people are discussing about whether or not you should disclose your health status to the person that you're intending to date, either before or after. So, what's your answer to that question? Should someone disclose their health status before or after? And if you remember, some time back I did a very short video where I was trying to ask, do you find this romantic or icky? Because I overheard someone on a call, a man on a call, telling the babe that, hi, I can't wait to be, like together with you, like living with you. Ndo tulikuwa tunadungana insulin, and that got me thinking, okay, well, first of all, there's a lot of honesty like while they're dating before even like going to the next step, moving in together and stuff like that. And so now come back to this other question on TMI. Nico, like, okay, okay, would you disclose if you had like something going on with your health? Would you disclose that to someone that you're dating? Let's even say it's like a new development, like a situation where, let me just talk about myself, a situation where suddenly you're allergic to any protein, you know. So would you, this is not something that's been there for long, but it has just like, come up. It's something new to myself, and like I'm just like trying to figure it out. What would you try? Oh, sorry. Would you try, not even try, would you disclose that kind of information to the person that you're intending to date? And why would you do it? Or would you like wait for them to like get the situation of no return with you, like they're hooked up, they're hooked to you, they're in love with you, they've planned out like a future with you, and you're very much assured there's no going back with this person. Is that where you actually unleash whatever it is and you actually tell them confidently, like mimi niko hivi na hivi? And I've the same case applies with having children, like in a relationship. Um, I don't know if you watched like this Love Island. I think it was season 7, where there was this lady called Huda, and there was Jeremy, the man that was so much in love with her. And I personally thought like Huda was like all that. With or without knowing that she had a child, I thought she was like the real deal package, 100%. But then, according to her, she wanted to like look in Jeremiah and be sure that he felt the same way that she did, that he was in love, like he wasn't going to like back out the moment that she mentioned the kid. And we all saw Jeremiah's reaction when Huda said that, you know what, I actually have a child. So what do you make of all these? Should you advise someone to disclose everything about themselves to their partner, because at the end of the day you're looking to spending the rest of your life with this person? What do you think about that? And is it the fear of being rejected that makes people to not want to disclose that kind of information to their partners? Or is it because of the past experiences they've had, where they probably like communicated the same and it was taken some type of way, or it wasn't taken serious, that makes people not want to tell about what's going on in their lives? And what is the one thing in your life that, first of all, this is a very safe space. What's the one thing in your life that you are more than willing to disclose before having that person hooked to you about yourself? And it's simply, I just, I feel like if you see yourself with this person long term, you might as well disclose it. And I'm talking about things like kids, because when you talk about kids, it's a take it or leave it kind of situation. There's no bargaining in between. It's either they like it or they don't. If they don't, you might as well move forward. If they like it, you might as well incorporate them in your life. And talking of, oh, now this other one is what triggered me a little, because when I didn't even know I could be triggered like that. But let's talk about a situation where, what would you do if you got like in this relationship with, you know, and I don't know, I personally believe that when you get into a relationship with someone, it's for better or worse. You're in there like fully. And I saw a conversation where someone was trying to like defend their actions, because like the couple got married, and then years later the wife, like about 20 years later, the wife developed complications. I believe it was as a result of, like bearing kids, which is quite normal because for a woman, a lot changes. So, and this is like four, four kids down the line, and this man was saying that the person that this woman has turned to be after bearing these kids is not the woman I fell in love with. Like, this person has changed. Like, this is not who I fell in love with. And so he felt deceived. He felt manipulated into, I don't know, like having to take care of, first of all, it's the emotional burden of having to take care of these four kids plus the wife who needs very special care. And it's also the fact that for him, he couldn't understand why the wife no longer has that body that she used to have when he married her or while they were dating. And also, the fact that she has aged is something that he doesn't understand. And this got me thinking, are we sometimes living in a whole cocoon where sometimes some people do not embrace change? Because these are all things that you should anticipate. You should understand that your partner is not the same person that you met 20 years ago. A lot has changed. Them having kids is like, there's the emotional and there's the physical and emotional burden of having to take care of these kids. And four kids, these are four different people with different personalities, with different things they want in life. And the best, I believe the best you can do, and this man went ahead and said that he cannot afford to have her stay at home, and he cannot afford to bring in help in the house for her, since when he married her, she used to do all the chores in the house. Knowing myself, that is a situation I can easily walk out of. But is it the lack of communication that's in that kind of relationship, or what do you basically think? Like, what do you make of a relationship where a lot is not being disclosed? First of all, would you disclose? Like, what are you willing to disclose before getting into a serious relationship with someone? Or what have you not disclosed, and how has it affected you in the long run? If you had children and you did not disclose it to your partner, how did that turn out to be? And what do you think of this man that cannot accept change? or is he right to say that the woman is not the same anymore and he doesn't